Well, we welcome you to our coverage of the return leg of this first round tie. The outcome of the first leg could hardly have been more convincing. It leaves the general consensus being that the second leg should be little more than a mere procession, and you can understand why folk are feeling that. Well, there have been some notable comebacks over the history of this competition. The odds here do not look at all good. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So raring to go here, eager to finish the job and move on.
Well, seeing how well they played last time round, Peter, and seeing how that's boosted their confidence and morale while sapping away that of their opponents, this could be just a case of delivering the coup de grace here.
As you can see, we've already started here. Well, the ball's come loose here. And here's Szoboszlai. Takes a shot! And he's following up! It's off target and by quite a way.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
And it's played forward. Vinicius Junior. Szoboszlai. And it's Gravenberch. Szoboszlai. And he's had a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Camavinga, McAllister, it's lofted through here. It's an excellent interception. Defending of the desperate variety. It's McAllister. McAllister flings, shapes to shoot! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slipper than the attempt.
Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold, forwards and with intent. He has found the way through. Gomez with the clearance. Endrick. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Now it's Vinicius Junior! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Camavinga. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Kerkesh. Lobbed in behind. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah looking to get on the end of this. Camavinga, aim forwards. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Gravenberch. Vinicius Junior is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bit too much weight on the pass. Great defending, strong and determined. And he's going to be pulled back for that one. Gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Kerkez. Gakpo. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Camavinga, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now, who's going to be first to this? Moved on forwards. Mohamed Salah. Played out to the right. Hendrick. Great ball if he can get there. Brilliantly cut out. Vinicius Junior. Hendrick! And he's found the net! First blood drawn. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Alexander-Arnold. Asensio. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That is good strength. Tchouaméni coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Tchouaméni calmly anticipates. Gravenberch. Gomez. Oh, super find. Now it's Gravenberch. Tries to get it clear. Out for a throw. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. pitch defending, but that'll do. The referee's awarded a free kick. Camavinga chips it through. Looking for a corner. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. This physical challenge. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo, oh, good take in a good area. McAllister, and it's Kerkez. Tchouaméni cuts it out. That's really well manoeuvred. Camavinga hurtling down that right flank. Bellingham. Half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal. That is Vinicius Junior! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
So here comes the substitution. He has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Vinicius Junior. Szoboszlai. Moved on forwards. And here's Chiesa. Kerkez. Szoboszlai. Oh, that's nice. Mohamed Salah. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Isak. Szoboszlai spread out to the left. He's found... And the finish! Oh, it's got in! The second half sparked straight into life. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So is this the start of a comeback? Bellingham. Asensio. Tchouaméni. Isak does really well to win the ball there. McAllister. Chiesa. He's going to be disappointed with that. Cleared away. Do have a chance to counter here. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. That looks a cracking ball. A lot of... Shot a goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow, and designed to force opposition mistakes.
Konate shifted upfield. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Endrick. Camavinga wins the duel this time. Alisson sends that a long way. Asensio. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Chiesa! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Those changes we have been expecting. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And here's Endrick. Szoboszlai. McAllister, aim forwards. Camavinga, forwards and with intent. Mbappe gets flagged offside. For a change in personnel, a swift reaction then, and the boss opting to reshuffle his defence.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
Rodrigo played with finesse. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bellingham played into space. Rodrigo. He has a look at Endrick. Cleared without complication. Bellingham looking for a runner. That is a brilliant interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off. It wasn't the best decision.
Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front... And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there.
Again, with decision to make, Peter. Concede the foul or expose his keeper to a one-on-one encounter.
And it's Tchouaméni. Alexander-Arnold.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Camavinga. And here's Rodrigo. Bellingham. Endrick. He's had a shot! The lead stays intact, just.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
And that has been clubbed away.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's played forward. Chiesa. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Bellingham gets it away. Frimpong gently done. Played it. Oh, great header! And that's left him on the seat of his pants. It's anyone's ball now. Back in once more.
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
He is through here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Salah plays it in. Eder Militao attempts a clearance.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Rodrigo. Now it's... There's the shot! Keeper's dealt with that.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
It's Bellingham. It's a nicely weighted pass. And it's hoisted clear. He is just caressing the ball. Cuts out the pass. Kerkesh looking understandably energised after his goal. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. I think we're just about done here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the referee brings it to a close. So that's the first round done, and on we go. Well, what are your thoughts after that, Jim Beglin, on the tie as a whole?
Well, I think, Peter, this tie was effectively won in the first leg, and the rest was just down to good game management.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's developing his game very well and quite quickly. I think you need someone very strong in the central defensive position, and he is living up to that now, delivering what he was maybe failing to deliver not so long ago, and just a lot more confidence, a lot stronger, and he'll be the one that they'll have to try and get past.
Okay, interesting. That's really well manoeuvred. Boy Gomez. Budimir! And it's been taken short. Now who's going to be first to this? And reclaimed it in a trice. Moving pass. Eder Militao. Alaba. Mendy. Alaba. Well read. The danger is averted.
That is some very intelligent play from the forwards here. Great movement.
And what's making it work?
Well, it's the way they're swapping positions and dragging defenders where they really don't wish to go.
Mendy going full tilt down the left. Can he latch on to this? Endrick. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Alaba. Well timed, excellent interception. Alexander-Arnold is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Aim forwards. Boy Gomez. And that's surely a foul. Free kick. Deftly away. Budimir looking for a runner. Now it's Boy Gomez. Alexander-Arnold. Howson. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. Now that's well seen too. And here's the chance to counter. And here's Endrick. Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. Nice interception, well timed. Budimir. Over to the left. Oh, can he get onto this? Out of play for a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Rodrigo. And that's been won straight back. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's the keeper's ball. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Played towards the front line. Howson. Mendy. Alaba. Budimir. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And it's Mendy. Ceballos. And it's hoisted clear. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Nice control. Mendy. And here's Vinicius Junior. Gets into some space. Chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Do have a chance to counter here. Alaba. And it's played forward. And here's Rodrigo. A goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. It'll be a throw-in. Cuts out the pass. Rosier, and he goes cross-field. And that's a throw-in.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Rodrigo. Can he get onto this? Rodrigo! Rodrigo in acres. Can he finish? That's another chance! Becker. Budimir. Moy Gomez, played out to the left flank. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's good. Budimir! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Gets it away. And there's the end of the first half. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Good play on the left-hand side here. Spread out to the left. Great defending, strong and determined. Eder Militao. Eder Militao. Boy Gomez. Now it's Budimir. Out to the left it goes. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alaba. Eder Militao. Boy Gomez did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Peter, I can't stress enough the need to get to this fella quickly. They can save themselves a whole lot of hassle.
Howson. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. And here's Vinicius Junior. Ceballos. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Rosier forwards and with intent. And they can counter here. Budimir laid out to the left flank. And he welcomes it in. Boy Gomez. And that's aimed into the middle. Ceballos. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo, and the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Alexander-Arnold goes short. No way through, so back it comes. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And finally, he has breathed life into the game!
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Budimir spread out to the left. Boy Gomez. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's in plenty of space here. And that's been well dealt with. And the shot!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Cross goes in there. Have it back and can go again. Chance for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Over to the left. Moved on forwards. Out to the left it goes. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
That's a good run down the left. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's played forward. Now it's Moi Gomez. It's run loose here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Looks to the other side. Moi Gomez. He can run on some chance, surely! Should have equalised.
And that's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong there. It's a let-off for that defence.
Has been knocked clear. Stitch defending, but that'll do.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He has found the way through. Goes for a shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going two down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Mbappe opts to play it back. And it's Mendy. But the finishing line very much in sight now. The whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Alaba. I think we're just about done here. Eder Militao, Alexander-Arnold, that is a little undercooked. Succumbs to the pressure. He's in plenty of space here. Come loose. Does really well to win the ball there. They are right into last chance territory. And it's lofted through here. That's it, it is all over. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us. So we are down to the last four. Semi-finals as they are meant to be, right on edge. Both sides have laid out their credentials to be here, but only one of them makes the final. It is extraordinary to think we've already reached this stage. Just this game, and then the final.
Yeah, one of the occasions of the season, and in an atmosphere to match it. We may well see a high-octane contest where both really look to test respective defences. I sincerely hope we avoid the alternative, which is a potential game of chess. It deserves much more than that, Peter. Here's hoping.
Action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Peter Marcus.
Chance for a shot! There's a goal!
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Howson. Tchouaméni gets over and intercepts. Rodrigo. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mbappe. Baina. Simeone, Molina, Lenormand. That's really well manoeuvred. Simeone, Barrios, and it's Llorente. Oh, it's come loose. Valverde, Llorente does really well to win the ball. Llorente! Potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Cross goes in there.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Llorente wins the duel this time. Pablo Barrios. Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty area.
Yeah, they've got plenty targets awaiting, so they'll be looking to get on the end of anything that gets played into the box.
Simeone. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tchouaméni. And it's been played through. Rodrigo. Real chance! Simeone can get it clear. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Bellingham, Vinicius Junior. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Valverde. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. And the shots! Yes! They have come roaring back! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
and his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came out beautifully.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Molina. That's the throw. Barrios. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez. And the shot! Oh, sweet finish! Such a sweet finish! A finish right from the top draw! And again they hit the front! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Alvarez really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Simeone. Oh, the scoreline is tight. The tie right on a knife edge. Koke. Alvarez. Alvarez, played out towards the right wing. Pablo Barrios. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now, that's well seen too. Koke. And it's Galan. That'll be a throw-in. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Now it's Rodrigo. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. And goes for a shot! Yes, it's in!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Alvarez. Looking here to chip it through. Moved on forwards. Mbappe calmly anticipates. Now it's Alvarez. It's a little off target. Simeone. Barrios. Koke. Oh, it's come loose. Played out wide. Here's Barrios. Hula gets it clear. The assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He's going to be disappointed with that. Rodrigo. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo is having a shot! And it's a goal! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Eder Militao cuts it out. Well, they can break here. Nice physical challenge. Llorente. Koke came forwards. Bellingham gently done. Clearly not happy with that. Half-time in the semi-final. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Well, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. And we are already promptly back underway. Now it's Baina. He's got away. Eder Militao did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Valverde drives forward on the overlap. He has found a way through. Shoots! And here's Rodrigo. Can he spark a counter here? Rodrigo! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Rodrigo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Goulart plays it short. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, great chance! And it's played forward. Simeone. Molina. Griezmann shifted upfield. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Bellingham. Succumbs to the pressure. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Rodrigo. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Howson has been caught there, it's a foul. Clear. Now it's Alvarez. And it's Koke. And here's Griezmann. Shot, surely! And the ball's come loose here. Cleared without complication. Baina. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Driving on and making good progress. A heavy challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Muscular approach does pay off here.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
challenge there, uncompromising. Chouameni proves too strong. Koke. And here's Alvarez. Simeone. Molina. And that's a throw. And it's Molina. Simeone providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, what a climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
When you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box, it makes life so much harder for that defence.
The pass is intercepted. Valverde. Into the channel. A lot of space ahead of him. Chance to shoot! It's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Oh, easy pickings there. Chouameni. Moved on forwards. Vinicius Junior, and he's managed to get free. And the keeper has it. Lenormand gets across to intercept that. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Koke. Llorente. Oh, surely!
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Rodrigo. And it's Diaz. Mbappe! It's taken out, that'll be a foul. And somehow it stayed out. And it's played forward. Molina. Griezmann. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Baina. Not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Llorente makes the interception. Simeone. Simeone's cross. Cleared away. Could move up a gear here. Rodrigo. He's found a way through. Oh, look at the space here. And he shoots! Oh, that was close. There's going to be another change here. Up towards the front line. Baina. Alvarez. Now it's Alvarez. Baina. Shapes to shoot! Split second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Chance here to counter. All shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, this is a great position. Brahim Diaz. That's really well manoeuvred. In with the challenge. So the field has been reduced now to just 8. It is quarter-finals day. For the right to be within just one tie of the showpiece final, you can feel here the sense of possibility. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So this is where we're up to in the quarterfinals. Already plenty enough to get the juices flowing.
All the 8 sides still left here are perfectly entitled to think they have a good shot at this, Peter. It is quite an atmosphere here, and that's clearly raised the bar in terms of expectations from the crowd. They genuinely think, or certainly the feel is, that they'll get to see the game of the tournament.
And already we're underway here. Referee's given a throw. He has found the way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Asensio. Asensio. Ceballos. Vinicius Junior. He's going to be disappointed with that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ceballos.
Yeah, Peter, just have a look at this and see how the strikers are drifting into wide positions now.
And that's tactical, is it? It's not been forced on them.
No, it's all related to the hope of creating space for midfield runners.
Tchouaméni shifted upfield. Rodrigo. And that was nowhere near his best.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Out to the left it goes. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo, brilliantly cut out. And that has been clubbed away. Ceballos, now here's the delivery. He's got space in the area. Does really well to win the ball there. Over to the left. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Di Lorenzo gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's shifting through the gears here. A chance to play it in. Decent chance! Here's the header! Just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Mechela, aim forwards. Proves too strong. Spread out to the left. Moved on forwards. It's out for a goal kick. That's really well manoeuvred. It's a throw-in. Rodrigo. Garcia. Mechela. And it's played forward. Di Lorenzo wins the duel this time. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Out to the left it goes. Played with finesse. Here it is, crossed in. And that's been well dealt with. Oh, it's played into the area. Climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Di Lorenzo. Ceballos.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Looks to the other side. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That is asking for... Takes a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. And it's been taken short. first half to a close. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're underway again. So neither side has yet broken through. What a throw in. Lunin. Chouameni. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Van Aken. He's there to get rid.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
That's good running with the ball. Rodrigo! Rodrigo! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Mbappe! Now it's Vinicius Junior. Shot a goal! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Vinicius Junior. The pressing's intense, and it's played off. Back into the middle. Van Aken. And he goes cross-field. He's onto it in a flash. Asensio. Chouameni, and it's lofted through here. And that's played in low.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he cuts out the supply. Early part of the second half then, a time at which teams can be found to be vulnerable defensively, and that is certainly true for one of the sides on show here. So we've reached the hour mark. And still, we await the first breakthrough. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Bellingham. Oh, surely! Aken. It's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. He's in plenty of space here. Well timed, excellent interception. Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Corner. They've played it short. And that's aimed into the middle. That's too far for anyone.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Van Aken. Now it's Van Aken. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Mbappe. Now then, the ball's come loose. Mechelen moved on forwards. Van Aken. Showing good feet. Van Aken. Oh, cracking ball. Good play on the left-hand side here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. One ball by the goalkeeper. And it's played forward. And it's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Well read. And the danger is averted.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Strong running down that left flank. Can he latch on to this? Can he deliver? There's the shot! And they can counter here. He'll try to keep this alive. Van Aken. He's found support out wide. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Van Aken. Plenty waiting in the middle. Bellingham does well to get it back. Now who's going to be first to this?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Valverde.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I could describe this. They've just got to be busier.
Mechela. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. It is now or never. Time is against them. It's run loose here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Van Aken! And kept out by the Wilson. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Only a draw in the home leg. It tilts the tie against them with an away game to come. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
A rather flat...
Well, good evening, one and all, on what is a grey, cloudy night, and night on which the weather actually may be set to get worse. There is rain in the forecast. Quite how heavy that rain turns out to be, we will see, but that is bound to have an impact of some sort on the dynamic of the football match. Conditions could be a factor. For now, the game, and an important one, is imminent. Mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. He's had a shot! There's an early warning shot across the bow. Mbappe! That's a big chance! It's in!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
And That was as close to certain as can be.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Williams! It's a throw-in. And it's Vesga. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mbappe. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Guruzzeta. Williams. Guruzzeta. Sunset. And here's... Takes a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well, here is the raid we were told to expect. Sunset. And he thumps it clear. And here's Sunset. Sunset! Yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Endrick. Vinicius Junior. And the shot! And he's found the net! And they're back in front! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Berenguer, oh, good spread. Chance to deliver. Bellingham forwards and with intent. And it's Sunset.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Vinicius Junior done delicately. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Sunset. Asensio has got himself a free kick. Endrick. Oh, what a... Mbappe! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That was a given, it always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Guruzzeta, cracking ball. Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Guruzzeta. Does really well to win the ball there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Di Lorenzo. Asensio. Bellingham. That pass has been well intercepted. Ooh, delicate chip through. And they've got rid. They've played it short. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Could it goes. Great chance! Urzeta. And it's Leque. Nice looking ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Urzeta. Sunset. Oh, super find. Vesga! Dispatched clinically.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Bellingham. Endrick. He's cut it out. Moved on forwards. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Mendy. Rudiger. Asensio. Aim forwards. Berenguer finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. And it's played forward. Berenguer, and it's lofted through here. Now it's Williams. Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
It's gone for a throw-in. Di Lorenzo. Endrick. Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Endrick! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Berenguer. Out to the left it goes. Mendy attempts a clearance. Tchouaméni, gently done. And here's Endrick. Berenguer, who does have an assist to his name. Guruceta looks to get on the end of this. Rudiger. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. Gets things going for the second half. And it's Lekwe. Lekwe charging forward down that flank. Lekwe's cross. Oh, smashing header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Berenguer is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Chouameni. Endrick. Steaming on goalwards.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Vinicius Junior. Brilliantly cut out. Sunset. Berenguer. Iñaki Williams is onto it in a flash. Nico Williams was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Can he finish? It's it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Chouameni. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's well positioned here.
I think the word from the touchline, Peter, is that defence needs to focus on runners and balls over the top.
Yeah, it's a clear change in approach, isn't it?
Yeah, and if they drop off, there has to be a strong level of industry from other departments in front.
Iñaki Williams. Iñaki Williams stood his ground strongly. Lekwe, good driving run. Lekwe's cross. And here's Mbappe, and here's Endrick, and it's Bellingham. Bellingham. That's really well manoeuvred, calmly anticipates. Di Lorenzo. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Williams. Berenguer. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Paredes. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Good ball, good take. Danger averted for now. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. they're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Mbappe being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Paredes gets good distance on it. That's a throw. Rudiger. Bellingham. Hendrick. Shot, surely! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, you can only praise the keeper for standing up to his opponent like that.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. No second thought, a straight red card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, you can blame some suspect defensive positioning for that set of circumstances, and they were just left with little choice.
Decent hit from there.
Williams really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bellingham in acres of space out wide. Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's managed to get free. Tries the cut. Chance for a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Brahim Diaz certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Iñaki Williams. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Brahim Diaz. Di Lorenzo. Short changes him with that pass. He's shifting through the gears here. He's through here. Berenguer. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Leque cuts it out. And that is as far as they're going to go. Picks it up out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Berenguer. Spread out to the left. Ball's gone out of play. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Brahim Diaz. He is through here. Hendrick unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That has been cut short. So not long left in this now. So it is looking now like 12 points from 12. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Gorosabal played with finesse. Berenguer showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Unai Simon gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Always onto this. Oh, great chance! Goes for a shot! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
The changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So now the difference is 3. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Ceballos, Mendy, Iñaki Williams, played out towards the right wing. Out to the right, Sunset providing an outlet on that flank. And that has been cleared. And the referee brings it to a close. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours,